Greetings everyone, welcome to Nick's Mods, and the end of with one of my biggest mods ever. The Mammoths Ice Battleship, and yeah, it's a battleship on wheels. This was my first full Mammoth conversion after modding the Ice Mammoth Stomper. I felt the tribe deserved more than that gate with a pitiful cart thing. They needed something huge, something to crush Chima's other mobile fortresses. And Ninjago pulled through for me with a diesel knot. But finding a diesel knot in 2020 was an investment, and took me a while to decide if it was worth it. Sure, it was big, but would it even fit Chima's world? How would I make it look like a mammoth? Well, I did like that turret. That's a good Chima animal head. I could swap out the Diesel Knot's turret for this, but that's a weird place to put it. Should my Chisel Knot roll backwards? Have a more front-loaded look with the head going the other way? How is that gonna work? Well, those bases look like toes. They could maybe go here, and there's probably enough space for Tusk skis. And doofy as this is, it does have a cool mug, could make a good hood ornament. And my brain only spiraled faster from there. I switched out all the olive pieces for dark brown and reddish brown, orange for blue and white, closed up the prison pod and the wheels with trans blue dishes. This was quickly coming together, but what about interior spacing? I wanted to see the mammoths man this bulk. That giant hood had to go. Now we had a bridge, and a chi crystal. I had to hollow out this whole midsection to make room for Mungus, and raise the turret higher for more clearance, this ladder keeping it fixed at just the slightest forward rake. But it was obnoxiously loose, smacking things around on the swivel. The original Diesel Knot just had this knob on the side that spun the old turret, but it wasn't made for one this big. I had to create friction with a ball and socket connection inside. Then I integrated the gate's disc launcher, even built a second one out of spare parts for the other side. Now the gimmicks flipped. Instead of twisting a knob to spin the head, turning the head pulls the other turrets with it. And I set the teeth of the gears just so that when the head faces forward, the side turrets point up a little to get more distance. And when looking back at pursuers, the turrets point down. And if those three aren't enough, I recreated the Ice Mammoth Stomper's shoulder cannons, and they look assertive mounted here. On the right side, a harpoon gun, and the other, a seat to go fishing. Details like that make this more than a mountain of guns. It's a dwelling, a home base. I can see it parked by a lake or river. This undead mammoth not fishing because he needs to eat, but is just passing the time. I cleared out the weapons storage room, added a second chi crystal, and made accommodations for 2 more mammoths, including windows. These were really tricky, they just barely squeeze in there. This one's controlling the harpoon gun, and the other monitors their prisoner. To help the treads roll better, I dug in deep and installed a cheater wheel. It wasn't easy, and they still don't roll perfectly, but better than they did. This was my first full conversion in the name of the Mammoth tribe, and I made it mostly for Mungus. He's a big dude, he deserves a big chair. Then I thought, Motrot could use something, and you know how that went. Could have stopped there. Just adding these 2 builds fleshes out this formerly undercooked tribe, especially with the front treads and rear wheels creating some nice visual consistency between builds. But things change. And now that Mala, Motrot, and Mungus each have their own rides, the whole family being on this gives the Chisel Knot this final boss quality. Like just when you think of seeing the full scope of mammoth might, they pull this thing out of nowhere. Its presence is ridiculous, rivaling other Chima giants like Krager's command ship and dwarfing anything you'll see on land. And most importantly, it tracks. It actually looks like something that could have released in Chima's last wave. It's an expression of the missed potential I believe this awesome tribe has. That's it for I'll try uploading 2 mods a month from here, and trust me, it'll only get crazier. One day could be a Bionicle mod, or an Aquazone or Atlantis mod, a Hidden Side mod, another Chima mod. You'll never see exactly what's coming next. If you enjoyed these videos, please consider supporting my Patreon, where you'll see all new videos a week early, including LEGO Rewind episodes and the Planet Ripple logs. You can even buy your own LEGO Rewind episode. Also check out my books on Amazon and itch. Got 6 books and counting. See you next mod. Toodles. Hey everyone, just wanted to go off script for a moment to say thank you for making this a success. Nick's Mods is something I've wanted to do for some time. I was gonna do it last year. I even recorded some footage of the Monster Burger truck back at the old place. That was gonna be the first episode. But 2020 happened. You were there. You saw how it went. So here we are, a year later. And if you're having fun, good news. You're getting more of these. I want to upload videos more often, and my original plan after launching my Patreon page and finally monetizing my videos after doing this for free for like 13 years was to release one Planet Ripple log and one LEGO Rewind each month, and I quickly realized how infeasible that is, because each of those videos takes like a whole week to make. And I just can't spend 2 weeks a month, 6 months a year, just editing videos non-stop. I have other things to take care of, I have other responsibilities. So it's just gonna be one or the other. Most months it'll be a Planet Ripple log, and some months it'll be a LEGO Rewind. And between those bigger videos, I'll drop 1 or 2 of these. Now the bad news, it's not gonna last. In storage, at this moment, I only have like 40, 50 mods max that I can make videos about. So if I churn these out at the rate that I have planned, I'm gonna burn through all of them in like 2 years tops. So what then? Well, maybe I'll have made a few more by that time, and that'll be a few more episodes, but I'm gonna have to find another type of like short form content that I can sprinkle between longer videos. And just thinking that far ahead is already stressing me out, so let's just enjoy this while it lasts, because it won't. And at the moment, the Planet Ripple logs is the biggest thing on my mind. Those are the videos that are most important to me. And I get that not everyone's going to be interested in it. I get that a lot of you are just here for the LEGO stuff. But if you can give it a chance, I would appreciate it. Because these are videos that I should have made years ago, but I kept worrying about how the algorithm would respond and what people would think and whatnot, and here I am. I'm finally doing it. I'm pushing it. This has been a pretty good month. These last 5 videos have been good for engagement, for revenue, all that stuff. But I don't expect it to last. I don't trust YouTube. I don't see it as viable long term. So I don't want to become mainly dependent on that. I would much rather depend on Patreon. So the more people that can follow me over there, the more people that can support me there, the more viable this channel will be long term. The easier it'll be for me to continue making videos years from now. So if you really enjoyed these and you want to see them early, you know where to go. Thank you for watching, and toodles.